Hello friends, welcome back. In this video, we will install MongoDB. So you can download MongoDB on your system. So for that, you need to go to mongodb.com, and here you need to hover on products, and then you need to select, just hover on products, and then you need to click on community server. Once you click on community server, so here is the option MongoDB community server. You need to open this. Okay. So once you click it, so this will show you that available downloads. Okay, in my machine I have the version which is 4.4.15. okay, and I have a platform of Mac. Okay, if you have Windows, you can just click on this and you can select Windows. Okay, but I have Mac, so I will select Mac. I have already downloaded and I have installed it. This is just, I wanted to show you how I did it. Version I have selected in my machine, it is 4.4.15. okay, you might select this. Okay, you, if you want, you can just select this, but as of now I will say that select this. Okay, because I don't know this version will work or not, because in my machine this current version is not working because my OS is 10.13, and when I download this and try to install, it was giving me an error saying that this machine need to be updated to 10.14. okay, so this was not working, but this was working for me. So you need to click on download. Okay, I'll just show you what I did, the steps. Okay, so let it get download. So whenever I download any files, it goes into my download folder. Okay, but in Windows I don't know what is the path of your download folder. Okay, so after you download the file, just go there. Okay, and then this is the tz tgz, then you just need to unzip it. Okay, so just I'll just double click it, and then it will unzip all the files. So now all my files are unzipped. In Windows also you just unzip the files, and if I go inside this, you will see all this third party notice, license, community and all. Then there will be a bin folder, just click on it. So these are the 4 files: MongoD, Mongoose, Mongo and install Compass. So you also need Compass, but before that let me explain you. Okay, explain you all this. So we only need Mongo and MongoD. We only need to use these 2 files. So the Mongo is for running the commands. Okay, this is like a shell, and MongoD is for starting the server. So now what we have to do is, first let's go back again. You need to copy all this file. Okay, you just copy this, whether you are in Mac or whether you are in Windows, Linux, wherever you, whatever you are using, just copy all the files. Then you need to go to desktop. Okay, so let's go to desktop, and you need to paste the file which you have copied. Okay, so I'll just paste it, paste item. So these are the files, okay, which we have copied and pasted. Then what you have to do is you have to rename it with a simple name. Okay, so I already did it. As you can see, I have this files MongoD, and this is the bin folder. Okay, so what you have to do is you just rename it to MongoDB. Okay, because I have already have the folder, so I will not rename it. Okay, so I'll keep as it is. So this is my file which I copied and pasted, and I renamed it to MongoDB. Okay, you also do it. Just copy paste on the desktop and rename the folder to MongoDB. That's it. Okay, then we need to go to terminal. So let's go to VS Code only. Okay, and let's open the terminal. So I'll just open a new terminal. Okay, so let me click on this plus icon. Okay, so this is my new terminal. I'll go to cd dot dot. Okay, so now I'm inside the desktop. Let's say maybe you will be something like this. Okay, in the root directory, so you need to go to desktop. Okay, now we are inside the desktop, and now we need to go inside the folder which we have renamed. So cd and then space, then MongoDB, enter. Then we need to go inside bin folder. Okay, if you want to check what are the files inside this, so ls and then enter. So these are all the files. So here it is bin folder, so I'll do cd bin. Now I am inside the bin folder. Let me clear it out. Okay, so now we are inside the bin folder. You need to come inside bin folder, and if you are using Mac or Linux, you need to type /mongo d. You need to type /mongo d. And if you are Windows user, let me clear this. If you are a Windows user, you need to do mongo.d.exe. Just remember, if you are a Windows user, just do mongo.d.exe without any dot slash or nothing. Okay, but if you are a Mac user, dot slash mongo.d, and then we need to hit enter. So now let's see what we are getting. So let me make this bigger. So there are higher chance you will get an error like it will say shutting down. Okay, if you come at the bottom, it will say shutting down, but in my case it is saying waiting for connection, so it is working perfectly fine. But maybe in your case it will say that shutting down. So the reason for that is it is not able to find the database folder. Okay, so we need to create a database folder. Okay, so here it is, like data slash db. So you should have a folder with the name data, and inside that data we should have a folder called db. So I already created this folder. Okay, let me show you. So let minimize this. Now my connection is fine, so I don't have to do anything, but in your case you might be having an error saying shutting down. Okay, so don't worry, I'll show you what to do for that. So let me minimize. So on the desktop, okay, whether you are in Windows, Linux or Mac, that's not a problem. So you need to create a folder called data. I have already created on my desktop. Okay, so I'll not create it again. And inside data, you need to create a folder called db. So if I go inside db, I am having these files, but you might not see any files. Okay, you need to create a fresh one, data, and inside you need to create db. That's it. Then you can just close the file, okay, folder. Then you need to go to terminal. Okay, and then again I'll just take a new terminal, and then again I need to go inside the bin folder. Okay, so I'll go to desktop. Okay, now I'm inside my desktop, MongoDB, then cd bin. Now I'm inside my bin folder. Okay, so here what you have to do is you have to write, if you are a Mac or Linux user, you need to type dot slash mongod space dash dash hyphen hyphen, okay, db path, then space, then a tilt, sorry, a tilt, which is like shift and backtick key. So this is a tilt. Okay, not a backtick key, sorry, this is a tilt key, slash, uh, where is the path, we need to write the path. So desktop. Okay, the folder is on our desktop, so data, then we have db. Okay, then we need to hit enter for Mac user. Okay, if you are a Mac user, you need to do this. So just write this line. Okay, just if you're a Mac and Linux user, just type this line, dot slash mongod space dash dash db path tilt slash desktop data db. Okay, and if you are a Windows user, then I'll show you what you need to write. So mongod.exe. Okay, you need to write mongod.exe, no dot slash nothing, space hyphen hyphen db path, okay, space c colon, because in Windows we have C drive, D drive. Okay, so C colon users slash, then whatever username you have for your Windows machine. Okay, so you just need to type your username which you have in window. I don't know what username you have, so just make sure that you write correct username. So then desktop slash data slash db. Okay, then you need to hit enter. Okay, this is for Windows user. Okay, remember, this is for Windows user, and for a Mac user I have shown you earlier one. So let me write that path. So hope this is clear. So here I'll type mongo d slash slash db path slash sorry, space tilt slash desktop, then I have data, then I have db. Okay, then we need to hit enter. Okay, dbb path I have wrote, sorry, it's a db path, not dbb path. Hit enter. Okay, so as you can see, it says d is shutting down, so don't worry, because my connection is already been running. Okay, so once you hit enter, then if you go inside the bin folder, okay, if you go inside the bin folder, sorry, inside the, sorry, data folder, and inside the db folder, you will see all these files. Okay, because I have already created, so you won't see the new files, but these were the files which were created when I hit enter at that time. Okay, these are very important files. Don't delete or modify any of the file inside this folder, because if you modify or do something or delete something in this folder, then your database will get corrupted. Okay, so I have shown you the way to install MongoDB locally. Okay, so once you hit that, then that is done. Then you can just close that, and then you can type let's say I'll do just Control C. Okay, one second. Then inside the bin folder, as I showed you, /MongoD. Okay, let me clear this. Once you hit that URL, then you can just start the server by saying MongoD. Okay, this is to start the server. Okay, make sure that you are starting the server. Okay, hit enter. So it will say waiting for connection. See here it is saying waiting for connection. Okay, so I hope this is clear, because I've put my 100% to explain you the steps, because even I was finding difficult to how to install locally, because in Mac some people also use homebrew and all, so that was confusing also, and sometimes the path is also different, like user and all. So this was the easiest way which I found it. So if you have any question, you can just comment. Okay, so I'll make sure to help you. So this is MongoDB connection. Okay, once the connection start, don't do anything, don't close this terminal. Then what we have to do is we need to open one more terminal. Let's go inside bin. Okay, so let's go cd dot dot. We are inside the desktop, then cd mongodb, cd bin. Now there is one more command which is called dot slash mongo. Okay, dot slash mongo, hit enter. So now this is the shell where we can insert the data. Okay, this is very important. So here we can create database, we can insert data. So I'll show you how to insert data. Before inserting data, we need to create our database for our blog. But before creating database, make sure to install MongoDB Compass. So let's go to the browser, and here MongoDB Compass download. Okay, make sure to type download. For Windows, for Mac, mine is Mac, so I've already downloaded and installed it, so I won't do it again. So here is MongoDB Compass. If you click here, okay, these are the downloads. So you can see stable one is this. Mine is OS. So if you have using Windows, I think maybe this one or this one, I am not sure. You can select the zip folder, or maybe if it doesn't work, then you can select this. I don't know for Windows which one to select, but these are three options. Maybe you can just select zip and you can install it. Okay, mine is Mac, so what I did is I selected the Mac version. So my platform should be Mac. One second now. Let me, okay, this was the OS version. Okay, so for me it was Mac, so I download and install it. It is very easy to install, no need to worry. Let me close this. Then I need to open the Compass. Okay, so here it is, MongoDB Compass. Let me show you. So this is the URL for MongoDB. If I click connect now, if I, let's say MongoDB // localhost 27017. Okay, so if you click on database, you will see all this database like admin, config, and local. These are all default database. And this food ordering, I was working on some projects, so I have created this food ordering database. So you don't have to worry about that. What is food ordering? So, but here, as you can see, you will see admin, config, and local. So this will be default database. So no need to modify or change anything in this. Okay, this food ordering, I was trying something, so this is my database. This is the database which I have created. Now let's go inside VS Code, and here in the shell. Okay, let me clear this. So CLS, so this will be cleared out, and now I'll show you how to create database. Okay, make sure your connection is working. Okay, you will see this message, waiting for connection. Once you see waiting for connection, means everything is perfect. Okay, or maybe you can see this one, connection accepted. Okay, so it means it is working perfectly fine. So make sure that your connection is there, and then inside this shell we will create database. So to create a database, we need to simply type use and then we need to write MERN blog. Sorry, MERN blog. So this is the database name. So I'll keep it as MERN blog. Whatever name you want, you can keep it. But in my case, I will keep MERN blog. Okay. Then I will hit enter. So now it says switched to DB MERN blog. So our database is created. Okay. So if I go to Compass and if I refresh it, you might see one more database, which is okay. Right now there is no collection, so that is why it is not showing. So let me add some collections. So now what we will do is, let me close this, and let's in the server.js we have this data, right? So this is the dummy data which we have created. This dummy data we will add in our database. Okay, so this is the article info, okay, database, which data dummy data which we have created, but this we will add in our database. So for that, so the way we do is like, in MongoDB we have collections, and this collections can contain any number of JSON objects, and we call this object as documents. So we will create a collection called articles, which will contain the article info. And for that, we need to type db dot articles. Okay, this is the name of the collection. Okay, and then we need to write dot insert. Okay, to insert the data. Then round brackets, then square bracket, then curly brace, and then the name property, that is going to be learn. Sorry, learn React. The first one is learn React, right? Then a comma, then the second is comments. Then comments will be an empty array, correct? Then just close the curly braces, then a comma, then we need the second one. So again, open the curly braces, name, that is going to be learn node. Okay, this is the second one, comma, and then comments, that is going to be an empty array, right? Then close the curly braces, comma, and then again open the curly braces, name, that is going to be my thoughts on learning React. Okay, then close this. Then we have comments, that will be an empty array. Then close this curly braces, then close the square bracket, close the round brackets, and hit enter. Oh, I got some error after property syntax, some syntax error. So let me try it again. So db dot articles. So this is the name of the collection. Insert. Let's do one by one. Okay. Round bracket, square bracket, curly brace, name, that is going to be learn React. Then we have comments. Then this will be an empty array. Close this curly braces, comma, hit enter. Okay, this is fine. Okay. Then again open the curly braces, name, that is going to be learn hyphen node. Then comments, that is going to be empty array. Close this comma, enter. Then the third one, name, that is going to be my thoughts on learning React, comma, comments, empty array, close the curly braces, and then once you close the curly braces, then just close the square bracket, then close the round bracket, hit enter. Okay, so this is fine. So as you can see, it says inserted 3 records. Okay, so here we got the message that 3 records are being inserted, correct? So these 3 records were inserted successfully, and let's see in Compass. So now you will see the database name also. If I refresh, you can see MERN blog, and here are the articles. So first one, second one, and third one, correct? All 3 articles are being added to database and locally. Okay, let me clear this CLS. Now to find all the articles, we need to type db.articles.find, and inside the parentheses we need to add curly braces, open and close, hit enter. So these are all the 3 articles which were added, which I showed you in Compass. Here also you can see this. Okay, now you can just beautify this. So I'll tell you how to beautify. Okay, and one more thing, before we beautify the data, let me tell you that as you can see, we are getting all these IDs. Okay, so these IDs are being added by MongoDB. Okay, these IDs are being added by MongoDB, and now we will beautify the database. Okay, we will beautify the data. So let me type it only: db articles dot find, and inside this we have curly braces. Then we need to type pretty and round brackets, enter. So now as you can see, this is the beautified version of our data. So this ID has been generated by MongoDB. Okay, so this were added by us. So now if you want to find a particular article, then we need to type, let me clear this. If you want to find a single article, then what you have to do is db.find. All the things will remain same, and but inside curly braces we need to type the name of the article. So learn, let's say React. Okay, and hit enter. So you will get only one article. Okay, and then there is one more option to find one article, that is through find one. Okay, so here I will type find one. Okay, and if I do enter, so you will get an error because pretty is not a function. So in this case, if you are using find one, then don't use pretty. Okay, and hit enter. So you will get this only one data. Okay, so this was a long video, so I hope you will install the MongoDB the way which I showed you. This was the easiest way which I found, and I have done a lot of research. So in my earlier videos I have used Homebrew, but then there were a lot of students who were not able to install it in Windows also. So then I found it this solution. So I hope you like this, and make sure that your connection is working, and this is the shell to uh, write, insert all the data and create database. And this should also work. Okay, and if you do npm run server, your server should be working. Okay, so this was easy. Once you go through it again, you will understand. Okay, so in the next video we will connect this database using Express. So this is it for this video, and I'll see you in the next video. Till then, take care and bye bye.